In a week marked by significant changes in U.S. science policy, the National Science Foundation (NSF) announced the termination of grants aimed at promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI), as well as those targeting misinformation. This decision has sparked controversy, drawing criticism from lawmakers and raising concerns about the future of scientific research in the country. The NSF's abrupt move to end funding for these grants aligns with a broader shift in federal policy under the Trump administration. The agency cited that such projects no longer effectuate its priorities, echoing language previously used to justify similar actions. While the NSF acknowledged the importance of increasing participation from underrepresented groups in STEM fields, it stated that activities aimed at these populations must now be part of broader engagement efforts available to all Americans. House Science Committee Ranking Member Zoe Lofgren, Democrat, California, expressed dismay over the NSF's decision, calling for an immediate reversal to protect the agency's integrity. Lofgren emphasized the need for a scientific enterprise free from political influence where merit-based reviews guide funding decisions. In contrast, some proponents of the NSF's new direction argue it addresses concerns about research promoting neo-Marxist perspectives, as highlighted by a recent report from Senate Commerce Committee Chair Ted Cruz, Republican, Texas. In a related development, Michael Kratsios, the newly appointed director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, outlined the administration's priorities for the future of U.S. science and technology. He emphasized the need for innovative funding methods and deregulation to enhance the nation's technological edge. Kratsios criticized the Biden administration's approach to technology security as insufficient, advocating for stricter export controls and limitations on foreign scientists' access to sensitive data. His remarks underscore a renewed focus on national security concerns, particularly regarding China, which he described as both a geopolitical rival and a technological competitor. The NSF also faced internal changes, terminating 12 advisory committees as part of a broader directive from the Trump administration aimed at streamlining federal operations. This action reflects a trend among federal science agencies to reduce the size of their advisory bodies in response to executive orders targeting government size. In a separate but equally contentious move, the Trump administration has frozen $2.2 billion in research funding for Harvard University, citing the institution's refusal to comply with demands related to anti-Semitism and viewpoint diversity. Harvard has pushed back against what it describes as government overreach, warning that federal funding should not come with conditions that infringe upon academic independence. As these developments unfold, the scientific community grapples with the implications for research funding and integrity. A webinar scheduled for later this week will delve into the evolving landscape of U.S. science policy under the Trump administration, featuring expert panelists who will explore the potential impacts on the scientific enterprise. In the realm of academia, Utah State University recently honored its top scholars at the College of Science's annual awards ceremony. Among the honorees was McKenna Roberts, awarded valedictorian, alongside numerous students recognized for their achievements in research and academic excellence. This celebration of student achievement highlights the ongoing commitment of educational institutions to foster talent amidst a challenging policy environment. Looking ahead, the scientific community is poised to navigate a landscape marked by political shifts and evolving funding priorities. As federal agencies implement new directives, the balance between scientific integrity, public engagement, and national security will be critical in shaping the future of research in the United States. The path forward will undoubtedly require resilience and adaptability from researchers and institutions alike. The American Association for Cancer Research (ACR) Annual Meeting 2025 is set to showcase groundbreaking advancements in oncology with a focus on innovative research and notable contributions from leading scientists in the field. Among the highlights of the conference, held on April 27 to 28, is the recognition of 5 distinguished researchers from the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center who will receive prestigious scientific achievement awards. This recognition underscores the vital role of translational research and the importance of nurturing future leaders in cancer care. Dr. Robert Bast, A preeminent figure in cancer biomarker research will receive the AACR Daniel D. Yvonne Hoff Award for outstanding contributions to education and training in cancer research. His pioneering work led to the identification of CA-125 as a significant biomarker for ovarian cancer, greatly enhancing patient care. Bast has also made substantial contributions to educating young scholars, with an impressive rate of 87% of graduates from his training programs securing their first individual investigator grants. Congratulations to our distinguished researchers who represent an extraordinary group of scientists committed to exceptional discovery, stated Dr. Peter W. T. Peasters, president of MD Anderson. Another notable honoree, Dr. Ronald DePino, will receive the AACR Princess Takamatsu Memorial Lectureship for his work in uncovering the genetic mechanisms that underpin cancer, particularly regarding telomere biology. His research has ramifications not only for cancer but also for understanding aging, positioning him as a leader in both fields. DePino is expected to present his findings during the conference, which will undoubtedly inspire further discussion and research in cancer biology. The AACR Minorities in Cancer Research Jane Cook Wright Lectureship will be awarded to Dr. Christopher Flowers, whose contributions to lymphoma research have been pivotal in identifying disparities in cancer outcomes. His work sheds light on the complexities of cancer presentation across different populations and emphasizes the importance of mentorship in developing the next generation of cancer researchers. Dr. Han Liang will receive the AACR Award for Outstanding Achievement in Basic Cancer Research for his groundbreaking work in cancer genomics and bioinformatics. His development of tools like the Cancer Proteome Atlas has significantly advanced personalized cancer therapies, demonstrating the critical interplay between computational biology and clinical outcomes. Lastly, the NextGen Star Award will honor Dr. Di Zhao for her innovative contributions to prostate cancer research, particularly in characterizing therapeutic targets and strategies. Her collaborative efforts have bridged the gap between laboratory discoveries and clinical applications, highlighting the importance of translational research in oncology. In addition to these accolades, Dr. Timothy Yap has been recognized for his leadership within the AACR, having recently been appointed editor-in-chief of the journal Clinical Cancer Research. His work focuses on the development of targeted therapies and their acceleration through clinical studies, marking a significant contribution to the field. As the AACR annual meeting unfolds, the impact of these researchers on the future of cancer treatment and care will become increasingly evident. Their collective achievements not only celebrate individual excellence but also highlight the collaborative nature of cancer research, underscoring the importance of mentorship, innovative thinking, and a commitment to improving patient outcomes. In a parallel development, the City of Hope has announced the appointment of Dr. Hope S. Rugo as the new director of its Women's Cancers Program. Dr. Rugo, a renowned expert in breast cancer therapy, is set to enhance clinical care and research initiatives at the institution. Her leadership will focus on expanding clinical trials and standardizing cancer treatments to improve patient experiences and outcomes. Dr. Rugo is a distinguished oncologist and visionary leader, remarked Dr. Marcel van den Brink, president of City of Hope. Her extensive experience in clinical trials and her contributions to reducing therapy-related toxicity will be instrumental in advancing the organization's mission. However, the landscape of cancer research faces challenges, particularly in the United Kingdom, where a leaked report reveals that restrictive immigration policies are deterring top talent from entering the field. The report, which is currently under review by government officials, highlights how political rhetoric surrounding immigration is impacting the UK's ability to attract and retain leading cancer researchers. High visa costs have compounded this issue, with institutions like the Francis Crick Institute spending significant resources to recruit talent, diverting funds from vital research initiatives. As the intersection of politics and healthcare continues to evolve, it is clear that fostering an environment conducive to global collaboration will be essential for the future of cancer research. Dr. Ian Walker from Cancer Research UK emphasizes that international cooperation is crucial for making substantial progress in developing new treatments. The upcoming AACR annual meeting, along with the leadership changes at institutions like City of Hope, signals a proactive approach to addressing these challenges while striving for advancements in cancer care. The scientific community remains hopeful that through collaboration and innovation, breakthroughs in cancer research will continue to enhance patient lives globally. In an era where artificial intelligence is increasingly shaping our lives and societies, the imperative for inclusivity and fairness in AI development has never been clearer. The recent conference hosted by the Radcliffe Institute at Harvard University, entitled Gender and AI, Promise and Perils, gathered leading experts and advocates to address the biases and inequalities inherent in AI technologies. With a predominantly female audience in attendance, the event underscored the urgent need for diverse voices in tech development, especially as AI systems become more integrated into decision-making processes across various sectors. Catherine D'Ignazio, an associate professor at MIT, opened the discourse with a thought-provoking question: who here had any democratic input into ChatGPT? The lack of raised hands from attendees highlighted a shared concern regarding the non-democratic nature of current technology development. D'Ignazio lamented the absence of public consultation in the creation of AI systems, suggesting that this top-down approach is fundamentally flawed. The current way that technology development is proceeding is extremely non-democratic, she noted, setting the tone for discussions that would revolve around the critical interplay of gender, technology, and ethics. The conference was structured into 3 sessions, each representing a phase of AI development: data inputs, outputs, and governance policies. The first session, moderated by Finale Doshi-Villas, delved into the issue of algorithmic bias encapsulated by the adage garbage in, garbage out. Doshi-Villas explained that flawed data inevitably leads to flawed models, a sentiment echoed by fellow panelist Margaret Mitchell. Emphasizing the need for ethical considerations, Mitchell stressed the importance of consent, credit, and compensation for data creators. This highlights a significant challenge in AI development: how to ethically source and utilize diverse data sets without exploiting marginalized communities. As the discussion progressed, attendees were introduced to innovative solutions aimed at mitigating these biases. Regina Barzilay, a distinguished professor at MIT, presented Mirai, a deep learning model designed to predict breast cancer risks from mammogram results, demonstrating how AI can address healthcare disparities. Similarly, Frida Polly, an innovation scholar, showcased her fairness-optimized AI tool aimed at reducing bias in hiring processes. Polly's insights into the inadequacies of unconscious bias training highlighted the potential for AI to create more equitable hiring practices. The second session shifted focus to the practical applications of AI in combating inequality. Sharad Goel introduced an AI tool designed to mask race-related signals in the criminal justice system, thereby promoting race-neutral decision-making among prosecutors. These examples underscored the duality of AI's potential. While it can perpetuate existing biases, it can also be harnessed to create more equitable systems. The final session on governance and policy brought attention to the regulatory frameworks necessary to oversee AI development. Speakers emphasized the need for robust governance to address the challenges posed by AI, particularly in the context of a rapidly evolving technological landscape. Rahman Chowdhury highlighted international efforts at regulatory reform, including initiatives by UNESCO and the European Commission, while Megan Smith called for a focus on existing problems rather than hypothetical future scenarios. As the conference concluded, the mood turned contemplative. The discussions raised critical questions about who is shaping AI technologies today and the implications of their decisions. In her closing remarks, keynote speaker Rana El-Khaliobi encapsulated the conference's essence: the importance of diverse perspectives in the AI development process. She advocated for greater investment in underrepresented founders, particularly women, to ensure a broader range of ideas and solutions. The gathering at the Radcliffe Institute marked a pivotal moment in the ongoing dialogue about AI inequality. By challenging the status quo and advocating for inclusive practices, the conference participants underscored the necessity for a collaborative approach to technology development. As we move forward, the call for equity in AI design and implementation will continue to resonate. Shaping the future of technology in a way that prioritizes fairness and inclusivity for all. The landscape of science policy in the United States is undergoing significant changes as the Trump administration continues to reshape its priorities and funding mechanisms. A recent announcement from the National Science Foundation (NSF) has sparked considerable debate as the agency declared the termination of grants associated with diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives as well as projects aimed at combating misinformation. This decision arrives amidst broader efforts by the administration to streamline federal operations and eliminate what it perceives as political interference in scientific research. The NSF's decision specifically targets grants that engage with individuals based on protected characteristics such as race and religion, citing that these projects no longer align with the agency's priorities. While we acknowledge the importance of engaging underrepresented groups in STEM, such activities must be part of broader engagement efforts available to all Americans, the NSF stated. This move has drawn criticism from various quarters, with House Science Committee Ranking Member Zoe Lofgren, Democrat, California, calling on the NSF to reverse its course to maintain the agency's integrity. Lofgren emphasized the need for a scientific enterprise free from political influence where merit-based reviews can drive innovation. In tandem with these developments, Michael Kratsios, the new director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy (OSTP), outlined an ambitious agenda aimed at bolstering U.S. technological leadership. During a recent speech, he advocated for innovative funding methods, including prizes and flexible grants to stimulate research and development. Kratsios criticized the previous administration's narrow approach to technology security and called for a more comprehensive strategy to safeguard American intellectual property, particularly from geopolitical rivals like China. The NSF is not alone in its restructuring efforts. Last week, the agency also dissolved 12 advisory committees in compliance with a presidential executive order aimed at reducing federal bureaucracy. These terminations reflect a broader trend across various scientific agencies as they align with the administration's goal of streamlining operations. While some committees will continue to function due to statutory requirements, the culling of advisory panels raises questions about the future of scientific guidance and expertise within federal agencies. Meanwhile, tensions between the Trump administration and prestigious academic institutions have escalated, exemplified by a $2.2 billion funding freeze imposed on Harvard University. The freeze follows Harvard's refusal to comply with a series of demands from a federal task force, which included an audit for viewpoint diversity among faculty and students. Harvard has denounced the government's actions as an overreach, asserting its commitment to academic independence and constitutional rights. As the administration's policies unfold, the implications for the scientific community are profound. A webinar hosted by the magazine Issues in Science and Technology will delve into the impacts of these changes, featuring experts who will discuss the evolving science policy landscape under the Trump administration. In addition to these developments, the House Committee on China recently raised alarms over artificial intelligence AI, alleging that the company DeepSeek has developed its AI model using stolen U.S. technology. This report underscores the ongoing concerns regarding national security and the need for stringent export controls in the rapidly evolving tech landscape. On a more positive note, collaborations in nuclear research are gaining momentum in Malaysia, as the University Technology Petronas (UTP) signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the China National Nuclear Corporation Overseas Ltd (CNOS) to advance nuclear technology. This partnership aims to foster innovation in sustainable energy, reflecting a growing commitment to harness nuclear power as part of a broader energy transition. As the U.S. navigates this complex terrain, the intersection of science policy and international collaboration will be critical. The ongoing adjustments to funding, research priorities, and institutional relationships signal a transformative period for American science. Looking ahead, the outcomes of these policy shifts will shape the future of scientific research and technological development in the U.S., with potential ramifications that extend far beyond national borders. as stakeholders in the scientific community brace for what's next. The call for a balanced approach that prioritizes both innovation and inclusivity remains more relevant than ever. In a groundbreaking development that could reshape our understanding of superconductivity, researchers have unveiled a new class of organic superconductors that defy traditional physics principles. This discovery, reported on April 21, 2025, marks a significant advancement in materials science, suggesting that organic compounds can exhibit superconducting properties previously thought exclusive to metallic substances. Superconductivity, the phenomenon where materials conduct electricity with zero resistance, has long been associated with specific geometrical arrangements of atoms and the presence of certain elements. However, this new class of organic superconductors challenges that notion, indicating that the rules governing these materials may be more flexible than once believed. As Dr. Elena Ramirez, the lead researcher on the project, stated, our findings suggest that organic materials can offer a viable alternative to traditional superconductors, opening up new pathways for the development of energy-efficient technologies. The implications of this research are profound. The ability to create superconductors from organic materials could lead to significant advancements in various fields, including electronics, transportation, and energy storage. For instance, organic superconductors could enable the development of lighter and more efficient power lines, drastically reducing energy loss during transmission. Additionally, they might play a pivotal role in the creation of faster and more powerful computing systems, potentially revolutionizing the tech industry. In a related development, Chinese scientists have introduced a cutting-edge 3D printing robot designed to create lunar bricks from lunar soil. This innovation, unveiled at China's Deep Space Exploration Laboratory, is part of the country's ambitious plans for lunar base construction. As scientists continue to explore the feasibility of sustained human presence on the Moon, the ability to utilize lunar materials for construction could significantly lower the costs and logistical challenges of such missions. According to lead engineer Xiaowei Chen, by using lunar soil to print building materials directly on the Moon, we can minimize the need to transport resources from Earth, making lunar colonization more practical. This breakthrough not only showcases the advancements in robotics and materials science, but also aligns with the broader goal of making space exploration more sustainable. Both the discovery of organic superconductors and the innovation in lunar construction technologies highlight a significant trend in the scientific community: the pursuit of sustainable and versatile materials. As researchers continue to explore the unique properties of various materials, the potential for new applications appears limitless. Looking ahead, the convergence of these innovations suggests a promising future for both terrestrial and extraterrestrial technologies. The exploration of organic superconductors may soon lead to energy-efficient solutions that address global energy challenges, while advancements in lunar construction could pave the way for humanity's next great leap into space. As the fields of materials science and engineering continue to evolve, we can expect to witness more transformative discoveries that will redefine our technological landscape.